I'm just thinking about homeostatic systems, or systems like that anyway, you know, ones which preserve the stability or the comparative stability of an organism particularly, or any kind of system. Because as I understand it, you know, there's a homeostatic system which is operating in my body, which is maintaining key functions to keep me operating, and there's homeostatic processes which keep that system up more or less optimal levels, you know what I mean? So it's quite cold here today in Cornwall, which means that the outer parts of my body, my hands are quite cold and my face is quite cold, but the core temperature of my body stays the same, 98.4 or whatever it is. And the reason why it does that is because there's a homeostatic system which is reallocating resources and putting things into place, like shivering or moving blood from the outside of my body to the core, doing all this stuff, you know, increasing certain metabolic processes to maintain the temperature at that kind of operating level. So it's a homeostatic system, and there's lots for all the different things that's going on. And the same is true, I think, well, the same is certainly true for Phoebe. There she is. Same is certainly true for her, but it's also true of, you know, things like this tree here and the stuff that's going on with it. Completely different system, well, not completely different, but quite different processes. But some of these processes are going to be, well, it feels like conflict, I guess, because I'm a sentient human being. But a lot of these systems kind of overlap, don't they? You know, like the I don't even sure this is the right word now, you know, I'm thinking about it. But part of the homeostatic process which I'm involved in involves the consumption of resources, you know, the fueling of this system. I have to take in certain nutrients in order to keep the system moving. And because I'm a vegetarian, those things I take in as nutrients are plants and things that live under the ground and that kind of stuff, you know, vegetables, nuts, that kind of stuff. But those things are themselves, or were at least at one time, part of other homeostatic systems. So the maintenance of my processes overlaps with the other maintenance processes, which, as I say, I can kind of experience that as a kind of conflict. Some plants and animals, some plants have developed ways of resisting the onslaught of my homeostatic processes by building up toxins in their leaves, for example, or making themselves not good to eat, whilst others have gone the other route, kind of with a bit of help, and have made themselves good to eat in order that their seeds can pass through me and become part of their reproductive processes. But as I said, there's a kind of overlap, isn't there, of those systems, and they flow through one another. And sometimes, as I say, they exist as conflict. Certainly, if the homeostatic process, which is me, came into contact with a homeostatic process, not exactly like Phoebe, but like if Phoebe was a cow or a sheep or something like that, and then there would be a bit of a conflict, wouldn't there, really, if I wasn't a vegetarian? And the maintenance of mine would mean the destruction of hers. I don't know what I'm saying, really. That's all, really. I think I'll just end by showing you the roof of the world. Look, straight up.